So viruses are they're very simple, right? They just literally a gene, a piece of DNA, and wrapped around that DNA is a protein shell. Sometimes there's a lipid involved. Very simple, and they build themselves so that they can protect that DNA. And the whole goal of a virus is to get that DNA into the target organs so that it can replicate and destroy it. We're looking at them to understand, why does a virus make you sick?
And in this case, this is a representation of a class of biochemicals known as the benzenoids. In our case, we worked with the plant Petunia, and Petunia makes fragrance at night. And Petunia fragrance is very much like a perfume. In this case, it's a mixture of chemicals such as methyl salicylate, which is wintergreen, phenylethanol, which is rose oil that smells very rich, things like methyl benzoate, which smells like root beer, other compounds such as isoeugenol, which is clove oil, and vanillin, which is... If you look on the hind leg of this bee here, you'll notice that she has huge balls of pollen on her back legs. Pollen is a bee's protein source. It's like their steak. And they'll go out to flowers and they'll visit flowers collecting the pollen. They'll bring the pollen back to their colonies, which they'll use as their protein source to feed their young and for themselves.
And first of all, we have tropical milkweed. This is a great dual role plant. It has beautiful flowers for the adult butterflies to feed on, and then the leaves are utilized by at least two butterflies we have in Florida, the monarch and the queen. So this will be both an adult nectar plant as well as a larval host plant.
Hi, we're at Kanapaha Botanical Gardens today to talk about water gardening. Water gardens are a wonderful way to increase the wildlife and the serenity in your own backyard. Kanapaha is a wonderful place to talk about water gardens because they have gorgeous lakes, ponds, and streams here that add so much to the natural environment.
Ecologically, what capsaicin does is it protects the fruit from organisms that would attack the fruit and not disperse the seeds. And there are two sorts of organisms that are the big enemies of a chili plant. One of them is fungus, because fungus will attack and rot the fruits, just like a fungus would attack a peach on your kitchen counter. The other big enemy of a chili plant are mammals, and in particular mice and other rodents that eat the seeds.